He'll be the Nets off the tip. So the Nets starting 5. They've got Cameron Johnson. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Pass to Leonard. The tray sinks the triple.
The confidence behind Kawhi's 3. He has total faith in himself to nail it.
Boy, Brooklyn GA did all they could to assemble a championship team, and look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, you take your swings in this league, and sometimes it works. Sometimes you have to retool, and they still have some good players to build around. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
Bridges finds Finney-Smith. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Bridges attacking. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Oh, nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Covington's checked in.
Some will call Westbrook a stat stuffer. But for him at this stage of his career, it's about trying to win titles.
Now, here's Bridges. Johnson outside. Just 5 on the clock. In the corner, Finney-Smith with it. Here's Bridges, and it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Bridges has got his second bucket of the game to go. Here's George.
Put him on skates. What a crazy move from PG-13.
George against Bridges. They set the screen. Passes it to Claxton. And he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Westbrook. Back to Covington. Zubac kicks to Leonard. A 3-ball. Covington passes to Leonard. Good on the 3-point shot. Leonard's got 6.
Confidence off the catch. That's what makes Kawhi Leonard such a dangerous player.
Inside, here's Claxton. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Outside for George. Driving in, and it's Paul George with the finish.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Picked by Finney-Smith. This one for 3. And Covington sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. Bridges, no one around him. No good on the quick 3. Los Angeles leading by 3. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Back to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
That's how you run pick and roll. Zubac presents a big target.
Dinwiddie with it. Westbrook picks him up. Claxton. And that one is stuffed right through.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Now here's Zubac. Claxton covering. Zubac with the screen for George. Outside Westbrook. Back to George. Shot clock at 6. He takes it in. It's not going to go for him.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Picked by Finney-Smith. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
screen by Zubac. From deep, George. No good that time. Brooklyn trailing. Bridges for three. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Bridges has got 9.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
Here's George. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, no good.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
I like how Paul George can be your go-to guy, but he can also accept a secondary role. Very unselfish.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points in close range.
Mikal Bridges has been the guy making things happen for the Brooklyn Nets. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is hep. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
Filling the 2 and 3, the core of George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Brooklyn leading by 3. Steve, this current Clippers group, they're changing the identity of this franchise.
Hey, Kevin, you know this. For a long time, they couldn't get right, winning just one playoff series during their first 27 seasons in L.A. Now the Clippers expect to make postseason runs. Westbrook is right on time and in great position on the fast break, making him the right option to finish the job.
Here's Dinwiddie. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Nobody near Leonard. And he's good on the 3-ball. Leonard's got 9.
The decision-making of Leonard could have hit the roller, but already had the shot he wanted.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Spencer Dinwiddie has talked about buying into his role. He says you have to have confidence that's borderline irrational, but a perspective that's very realistic. You've got to know who you are. Kevin, he adds that he's not attempting to be a Mount Rushmore type guy, but a talented player who can help a winning team.
That's a good perspective, David. Thanks for the story. Back to George. Over Bridges. Misses off the right iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Down low, Covington with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. And George kicks to Covington. George against Bridges. Westbrook dishes to George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Zubac, a screen on Johnson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. When it comes to the essential components of a winning team, GA, how much importance do you place on veteran leadership?
Kevin, I think it's important. You want a few guys in the locker room who've seen it all. Players who can keep the ship steady if the team kind of goes awry or has a tough stretch.
Here's Simmons out to Smith. Simmons, a screen on Westbrook. Here's Smith, takes it inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And GA, this Nets team, kind of slim on the interior, don't you think? How can they be most effective?
Well, you've got to press that advantage as far as quickness and get out and run and challenge opposing bigs to cover you in space.
Plumlee, the pass to Leonard. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played, trains the three-pointer.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
And Smitty, we know when it comes to the Clippers, they seem to go as Kawhi Leonard goes.
No doubt, Kevin. The only year they didn't make the playoffs with him, he was hurt. But when he's healthy, they are dangerous.
A walking triple-double threat. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
Leonard on the wing, guarded by Walker. Kept alive. Outside for George. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
That kind of contact isn't going to deter Paul George. Just pushing right through it.
Simmons with it. Now Covington defending. Leonard with the steal. Oh, here he comes.
That was amazing, and look at the elevation. So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now here's Leonard. He's got 14. He gets that one. Leonard's got the lead up to 5 now. It's for Los Angeles.
The Claw taking the game in his clutches, and he is shredding the defense.
O'Neal a screen on Westbrook. Smith drives in. O'Neal wide open. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. O'Neal's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Westbrook surveying the D. Outside, George. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. We've got 22 seconds left in the second quarter. Smith kicks to O'Neal. Driving the lane. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Plumlee sets the pick for Leonard. Outside Westbrook. He gets it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Duran. Lou, Coach, what is the focus going to be?
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Second half underway. Here's who Jock Vaughn's got on the floor. Cameron Johnson is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Dinwiddie attacking, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that. The ability to finish with that level of authority.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Clippers leading by 3. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Man passes to Batum. 6 on the shot clock. Batum a screen on Dinwiddie. Offensive rebound, and Batum kicks to Powell. Here's Highland. And it's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And here is Los Angeles now. 6 to shoot. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Greg, here we are watching Claxton. Who does he remind you of?
You know, Kevin, defensively, he looks a lot like AD out there. Similar builds. And Claxton can also handle the ball a little bit. Just want to see if this guy can develop the ability to play facing up to the basket.
Man gets the bucket.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
There's the pick. Johnson wide open. He fires. And again, it's the Nets missing.
You know, he was looking for revenge, trying to match shots from distance.
And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
On defense, Brooklyn. 6-point game. There's the triple. A 3-pointer is right on target. Man's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Highland bounces to man. To the inside. Pass to Highland. Shot clock at 5. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Nets have been forced to pivot from their star-crossed super team era. The what-ifs are fading into the rearview mirror. Now it's people like Mikal Bridges that are going to form the next new era. And rest assured, this team has dug its way out of far worse. With the draft assets and two-way talent on their roster, their aim is to remain competitive. Kevin?
I think they are. David, thank you for the report. Bridges against Highland. He feeds it to Batum. Now the pass to man. Over Finney Smith. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Nets trail by 13. Here's Bridges. And with the rebound. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 17-4 run. Outside, Batum. To the middle. And Plumlee kicks the foul. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Batum sets a screen for Highland. Launches it from deep. The rebound by the Nets.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Bridges outside. Takes the three. That one doesn't go. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 17-6 run.
Brooklyn foul. Spencer Dinwiddie. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. It's Powell on the wing. He has yet to score. Johnson surveying the floor. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Three-pointer.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the helper.
Here's Highland, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Clippers lead by 8. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Batum, also Plumlee out there. Bones Island is out there with Powell, and it's man in at the 1 spot. Here's man, covered by Smith. Clock at 6. Batum passes to Highland. Over Thomas. And Simmons with the rebound.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the mindset of Smith. Solid at running the offense and finding his teammates who are open.
Here's man, covered by Smith. Powell, the pass to Highland. Dishes to Powell. Here's man. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Man's got 14 points here in the second half.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Simmons' shot is good.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Here's Morris. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn.
Marcus Morris brings so much value to a team. So versatile on the floor.
Claxton no good. Clippers leading by 6. Down low. And Morris throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. To the inside, Claxton. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. The shot by George, no good. Nets trail by 6. Here's Dinwiddie. Kicks it out to Johnson. Picked by Finney-Smith. Inside. It's stolen by Morris. Leonard against Bridges. Takes a 3. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball. Quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
Ken George kicks to Morris. Kicks it out to Leonard. Takes the 3. Off the mark for the 4th time this game. He is 7 for 11 now. Tries again. And the layup is up and in. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
And that one is good.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Leonard finds Zubats. Morris outside. Leonard sets a screen for Morris. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Clippers lead by 12.
That's what Morris is out there to do. He's a floor spacer who can take some of the scoring pressure off the stars.
Finney-Smith passes to Dinwiddie. Morris with the rebound. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Zubats kicks to George. It's deflected. In transition, here come the Nets.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Los Angeles.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kawhi Leonard.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Dinwiddie outside. On the wing, Johnson. He's covered by Westbrook. Johnson, the pass to Claxton. Bridges outside. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Bridges got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Brooklyn. Morris kicks to George. And so Los Angeles takes the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done. And
thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David...
with the fourth member of our team, Allie La. It'll be the Raptors off the tip. So the Raptors starting five. Barnes and Siakam in at the forward positions. OG Anunoby out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Outside Schroeder. 6 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Covington. This Clipper squad is quite the mix of players, Doris. Potentially the mix to make a run.
I mean, certainly you need seasoned veterans that can still get it done and young guys who can contribute. They've got both of those things and incredible depth. For the Clippers, to me, it's about one thing. How healthy are your stars?
Barnes, no good.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And George with the jam.
And this is what we've come to expect from Russell Westbrook. Yes, he can be an explosive scorer, but if his teammate is open, he will put it on time and on target.
It's George on the drive, and the jam by George.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Westbrook against Schroeder, and play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Siakam for 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Zubac with a screen on Barnes. Here's George. Covington passes to Leonard. 4-3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, you're working the two-man game with Kawhi Leonard as your primary target. That's the first guy you need to stop.
And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. George finds Zubac. Stolen by Anunoby. Lets the 3 fly. Covington grabs the board. To the paint. George has the open look. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Leonard for 3. Second chance shot. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Zubac's shot is off. Toronto's gone 1 of 4 from deep. Here's Barnes. Chalk up 2 there.
Opportunistic play by Scotty Barnes, recognizing his teammate makes a defensive play. Let me get out in transition.
Oh, he misses the dunk. The Raptors have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. From the arc. Hits the 3-pointer. Barnes has got 5.
3 points.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Back to Zubac. Pass to George. The 3 is up. Drains the triple. 7 points in the game.
Well, Paul George says, I can answer with my own big-time three-point shot. Go to work, PG.
Schroeder passes to Anunoby. Up top, Siakam. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Covington, a screen on Anunoby. Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Boy, what is more fear-invoking than Kawhi off the bounce near the cup? Look out.
Outside Anunoby. Pass to Siakam. And here's Schroeder outside. Kicks it out to Barnes. Launches a three. Covington grabs the board. Covington's got 4 rebounds now. George drives in. Covington with it. Back to George. Leonard outside. Here's the three. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Boy, laser focus from Kawhi Leonard. He no sooner touches it than that ball is off to the rim.
Here's Schroeder. And he drops it in from the low post.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Westbrook, the pass to Zubac from 20 feet. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, and close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
On the perimeter, it's the talented duo of George and Kawhi. Even to Zubac out there with Robert Covington. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Well, now that we've had a few years of reference, Doris, how do you think the play-in tournament has fared so far?
BA, a successful addition, there's no doubt about it. It's involved more teams for more competitive basketball for longer stretches of the season. That's exactly what you hope for.
The first free throw is good.
Boy, Paul George continues to prove himself an elite offensive threat.
George hits them both.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Westbrook against Schroeder. Oh, a clear look for Anunoby. And it's Toronto with another.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
George drives in. Out to Leonard. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. George, a screen on Anunoby. Here's Leonard. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Starting to look like one of those nights for Kawhi Leonard when he's absolutely dominant on the offensive end.
And Doris, since winning the title in 2019, the Toronto Raptors have been a little inconsistent as of late.
They certainly have, BA. They've been in and out of the playoffs since then. Certainly, you look at some of the pieces they have, nice pieces, but you've got to have more if you want to compete.
Zubac with a screen on Anunoby. Throw it down, Kawhi!
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Outside Barnes. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Back to Schroeder. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Covington, a screen on Anunoby. Inside, stolen by Siakam. They're running. Launches it from deep. Covington grabs the board. The Clippers have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Westbrook drives. It's Covington on the wing. He's covered by Siakam. Zubac passes to George. Three-pointer. Kawhi attacking. Oh! Hammers it home.
So nice.
Well, this guy is never a bad option in a tough situation. Kawhi Leonard under duress. Nicely done.
Outside Anunoby. Sends it home from three-point land. Anunoby's got 8.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Leonard for 3. Covington passes to Leonard. Stolen by Anunoby. And now the Raptors on the break. There's a minute 40 left in the second. Out left to the wing. To the inside. Out to Schroeder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Anunoby a screen on Westbrook. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher's checked in, and the Raptors with some changes. Trent comes in for Anunoby, and it's Dick in for Schroeder. Doris, with all the star power on this Clippers team, it's surprising they haven't won 50 games in a regular season in the last 6 years.
BA, wow, that is such a striking indictment on the number of injuries this group has had. Load management, obviously necessary on the one hand, but boy, it affected their rhythm and consistency.
Pass to Zubac. Westbrook taking his time here. Out to Covington. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Siakam.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
McDaniels is checked in for Toronto. Covington, a screen on McDaniels. Leonard can't get it to go. For Toronto, they've gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. It's McDaniels on the wing. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
After the franchise's first title in 2019, the Raptors trying to find their way back to contention, Doris.
They are, BA, and you have an interesting mix of young talent and veteran players left over from that championship roster. They've remained competitive, but the goal for an organization that's won a championship is to get back to the promised land, and there's a ways to go yet for that. It's inexcusable to let Trent Jr. get room and space from the corner 3. He's just too dangerous. You got to make him put it on the deck.
Nice shot by George.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Boucher a screen on Westbrook. Dick, the pass to Boucher. And finished off by Boucher.
Well, you can see Chris Boucher's got excellent vertical. Makes that finish look easy.
Here's Westbrook. Misses from short range.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for the Los Angeles Clippers. Hunting for opportunities, leading to not. Okay, Ali, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. Thaddeus Young out there with McDaniels. Then it's Chris Boucher. Then there's Gary Trent. And it's Dick in at point guard. Pass to Batum. Here's Plumlee. Martin right side. Here's Highland. Back to Martin. And there's the drive.
Dick, first personal foul. First team foul. At the line.
No good on the free throw. Well, Grant, one of the things that keep Raptors fans positive is the youth that's represented on this roster.
Yeah, they've got a great core, BA, and lots of young guys on this team. But they're missing a star. Yeah, probably, but they can be dangerous.
Man, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Dick with a miss. Los Angeles has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Man, the pass to Plumlee. Back to Man. There's the triple. Pure from three-point range. Man's got his first 3 points of the game.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
Here's Dick. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Here's Martin. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. For Los Angeles, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Powell passes to Martin. Takes it inside. Rebound by the Raptors. Boucher's got 5 rebounds in the game. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Brian, in his 10th season in the league, Mason Plumlee started shooting left-handed. He said, quote, "It felt good changing, and the more I practice, it just shored up my decision. It's about the result, and I'm happy I made the change. I don't even question it, and that's where I like to be." Brian?
Well, it's working for him, whatever he's doing. Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Here's Mann. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Dick, the pass to Boucher. Toronto calls timeout. Back in 2017, two-way contracts started in the NBA, created more opportunities.
To B.A. Chris Boucher signing one of the first two-ways back in 2017. I mean, he was a huge success story for this system. Chris signing a big contract during the 2022 free agency period.
Dick. And the Raptors miss again. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. Plumlee passes to Mann. 1:53 left in the third quarter. Plumlee a screen. Pass to Batum. This one for 3. Back to Mann. Now here's Plumlee. McDaniels covering. Down low. Here's Dick. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
He takes it in. Oh!
Nice idea by Grady Dick. I mean, put the ball on the floor, and I think that'll open things up for him.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Pirtle's checked in for Toronto. And the free throw, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Westbrook, the pass to Covington. Back to Westbrook. 54 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Just 5 on the clock. Leonard for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. And here's Trent. Young with a screen on Westbrook. Now here's Trent. Outside Young. Pass to Dick. Over Leonard. That one's wide left.
Superb defense, guys. No way he's going to let him get off a clean look at the basket.
And that's a foolish pass. Plain and simple.
Toronto trailing.
It would be smart to hold for the final shot.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Westbrook right side. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. And no good. 3/4 of play and a close one here. The Clippers on top. They lead by a bucket.
It's now time.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And Schroeder has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Trailing by 2. Westbrook and George manning the backcourt. Kawhi Leonard out there with Robert Covington. And it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Shot clock at 6. To tie it up, Barnes finds Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
When you have vision at the forward spot, it always opens up and elevates a team. Scotty Barnes passing on display.
George outside. Zubac with a screen on Barnes. For three, George. Siakam pulls down the board.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Picked by Pirtle. And an Obi for three. To take the lead. Oh, Covington with a block.
So disruptive at the defensive end. Look in the box score, and Covington will be the source of blocks and steals consistently.
The defense can't be so relaxed at this stage of the game. Not against him.
I think he takes that kind of defense as a sign of disrespect, and he was more than happy to accept the challenge.
Siakam with a screen on Westbrook. Outside Anunoby, and he drives in, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard. We've seen our fair share of NBA players from the UK. Is Anunoby the most successful, you think?
Well, B.A., how about this? He's the first player from the United Kingdom to win an NBA championship. Back in 2019, he was part of that Raptors championship. And think about this. He has now turned himself into that coveted elite defensive player on the wing, so needed in today's NBA.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
You can see the kind of savvy Kawhi Leonard plays with. This guy makes the defense commit and gets himself to the foul line.
And Leonard drops them both. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Siakam with a screen on Westbrook. Schroeder passes to Pirtle. And Siakam with the slam.
6'9" with excellent elevation. No trouble at the cup for Siakam.
Westbrook outside. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Schroeder against Leonard. Outside Anunoby. Pirtle with a screen on George. Anunoby for three. Knocks down the long J. And now a three-point Toronto lead.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Here's Westbrook. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Schroeder. And that one's good. And the Raptors lead by 5.
Dennis Schroeder has proven historically he is unafraid in big moments, and he delivers big time.
George for three. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
The Raptors have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Siakam the screen. Pirtle against Leonard. The three from Barnes. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Covington. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Dick, he's checked in for Schroeder. Leonard finds Westbrook. Driving to the basket. Anunoby against Leonard. The turnaround jumper, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Here's Dick, pounded by Westbrook. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Here's the break. Leonard for 3. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Here's Dick. It's tipped.
How about Zubac? Worked so hard on the defensive end. Nicely done.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
I mean, they play some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
An elite player in this league. I mean, George understands he needs to come through at the line in clutch moments. And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Here's George with the drive. Hurdle with the block.
Active defense from Jakob Poeltl. That's the key. When he stays active and alert, blocks are going to be there for him.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Nice job by Robert Covington to draw the contact and get himself to the foul line.
At the line for LA, Robert Covington.
And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. Here's Dick. Westbrook with the rebound.
Let's be honest. That's not a shot he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Now Zubats. From behind the arc. Missed it. So it's Toronto picking up the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here. Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
to push the pace. Think we're in for a high-speed game.
That's a safe assumption, yeah. I mean, but that'll also make this a serious test of stamina. It'll be hard for them to outrun each other all night long.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Big men in the 4 for him. It's Siakam and Pirtle. Anunoby out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Barnes, and at the 3, the small forward. Carries the long-range jumper.
The top 2 things Bridges does well, defend and hit jumpers off the catch.
Schroeder against Dinwiddie. Pass to Anunoby. Lots of room. Bucket is good. Dinwiddie with it. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Getting some airtime. Okay, Bridges, we see you.
Dinwiddie against Schroeder. Siakam sets a screen for Schroeder. Oh, good on the triple. And one outstanding things the Raptors do, Greg, they really protect the ball.
Yeah, even when they're not playing their best, they don't give away games with mistakes. They force you to find other ways to beat them.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. In Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Siakam, a screen on Dinwiddie. On the wing, Anunoby. Now Bridges. He has 5. Picked by Finney Smith. Fires for 3. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Siakam sets a screen for Schroeder. And Siakam throws it down.
You can tell Siakam has this action down. He knows just when to roll off the pick and receive the ball.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul. Chris Boucher's checked in for the Raptors.
Chris Boucher.
Bridges against Anunoby. Bridges passes to Claxton. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Boucher with a screen on Dinwiddie. Boucher against Dinwiddie. The kick out to Barnes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bridges with the steal. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Johnson outside. And then Johnson with the jam.
It really seems like everyone in the league can elevate these days, and Johnson, well, he's no exception.
And while we see a number of players get hurt during the season, Richard, Mikal Bridges has remained very durable.
He's just an old-school player. That's what they used to do. If you were healthy, you played in every single game, and he's found ways to stay healthy.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Raptors trail by 9. Schroeder, right side. Shot clock at 6. Wow, came this close to a 4-point one. Head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
RJ, you look at Dennis Schroeder, incredibly fast, but also a veteran leader now.
Yeah, he's really matured. He knows how to make plays without making too many mistakes. That's what you get from a guy with 10-plus years in this league.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Schroeder kicks to Anunoby. And the Raptors miss again.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's foul number 2 for him.
2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for number 2 for him. 2 for
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And intriguing to see how the Nets have recovered since the departures of Harden, Kyrie, and Katie. After they had grand plans, it just didn't work out.
They're picking up the pieces, and we've seen them do this before. The title window may be closed for now, but this team knows how to build their way back.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. And 1:01 left here in the opening quarter. Picked by Finney-Smith. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. And again, no good by Toronto. Nets leading by 8. Johnson, the pass to Finney-Smith. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. We've got 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. And he makes good on the layup. Dinwiddie's got 5 points so far.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the first. The Nets shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
The Raptors making a switch here. No good on the second free throw. Here's Dick. Thomas covering. Barnes can't get it to go.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding up. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Trent and Barnes share the wing. Oh, my goodness, the slam!
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Toronto has a new head coach in Darko Rajakovic. He started coaching at 16 in his home country of Serbia. So even though he's still young, he's already a lifer. In his near decade as an NBA assistant coach, he made a name for himself in player development. And of course, Kevin, that's going to be essential now with the rebuilding Raptors.
It is, but I love his resume. His story is terrific. He is just what they need. David, thank you. Smith checked in for Brooklyn.
Number 4, Dennis Smith Jr.
Dick passes to Siakam. Takes it off the glass. Siakam's got his second basket of the game. Richard, we've all heard about some of the unwritten rules between players. Any examples you can speak on?
Well, you don't want to be out there injuring each other. I think one of the biggest unspoken rules is you got to be very, very careful when a guy takes off, how you hit them. That is something you learn at a very early age in basketball.
To the paint, here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
In so many different ways, Dick gets the ball to his teammates, always on time and on target.
Out to Smith, passes to O'Neal. O'Neal sets the screen for Thomas. And Pirtle pulls it down. Raptors trail by 11. Pirtle with a screen on Smith. Here's Dick, covered by Smith. From past the arc, Dick can't get it to go. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Nets. Oh, GA, the long arms and athleticism up and down this roster for the Raptors. It is something.
Yeah, they have a type that they're looking for. Blocks, steals, deflections, all coming in bunches. The activity will be there.
Smith kicks going in. Back to Smith. Here's the three. Toronto grabs the miss. Barnes, right side. Count that one.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Timeout called the Nets. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Raptors also changing it up. Chris Boucher comes in for Jakob Poeltl. And OG Anunoby subbed in for Scotty Barnes. Anunoby against Bridges. Picked by Finney Smith. Bridges outside. Back to Dinwiddie. 5 to shoot. Over to the left wing. Finney Smith. Siakam gets a hand on it.
And you have to be impressed with Siakam's length, especially when you see him put it to use defensively.
Raptors trail by 6. Dick passes to Siakam. Boucher with the ball. And a dunk by Boucher.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
And the Raptors with possession. Big run right now going for them, 11-2. And there's the pass to Trent. Siakam outside. Drills the three-pointer. Siakam's got 7 points for the quarter.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
Top of the key, Claxton. That's short off the rim. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Trent with the wide open look. And again, Toronto with the triple.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Here's the Raptors with the ball. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Dick passes to Siakam. Anunoby against Bridges. Back to Siakam. Anunoby in the corner. He's looking for Boucher and finds him.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
That's to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's got 9. Into the lane. Here's Claxton. Oh, he misses the dunk. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Toronto ahead. They lead by 3. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. That's Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
We've got Mikal Bridges. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Thomas in at the point guard position. That's the group for Jacques Vaughn getting going here in the second half. Shooter kicks to Anunoby. Inside, here's Siakam. And he goes big with the dunk right over Mikal Bridges.
What a phenomenal athlete Siakam is. Just taking off and finishing with power at the rim.
Thomas finds Claxton. Outside for Thomas. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Anunoby against Bridges. Thomas dishes to Bridges. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
And despite the KD-Kyrie era fizzling out, Richard, you saw this firsthand. Brooklyn proved they are a destination franchise.
Yeah, just getting KD and getting Kyrie to sign was a win for the Nets. It proved that all stars will go to Brooklyn. Now it's about finding the right stars.
Count that bucket. Schroeder's got the lead up to 5 now for Toronto.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
To the middle, Boucher with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. And he's going to get whistled for that foul. Gee, that was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Simmons checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Royce O'Neal comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Walker's checked in for Johnson. And it's Dennis Smith in for Mikal Bridges. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. These days, the ball is in Pascal Siakam's hands. He says it means everything. Being on the ball just gives you a better rhythm. I don't think it's hard. It's just something you grow into. I have those images in my head of where I want to get to. Now, defenses often look to double, and he said, if I played me, I would do that too. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Nets making a switch here. Bridges checks in. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Toronto. McDaniels comes in for OG Anunoby. Here's Schroeder. Hits the three-point bomb. Schroeder's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire to keep defending.
There's Walker with the three. Connects from three-point range. Walker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Schroeder looking around. Jacks up a three. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Simmons passes to O'Neal. Smith outside. O'Neal sets the screen for Smith. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
That one on Jakob Poeltl.
And you know, known for that rim-rocking dunking ability. Smith Jr., though, a special talent. This is a guy who wants to keep getting better over time.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Thomas is checked in, and then for Toronto. Achua, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. And it's Barnes in for Trent.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Outside for Simmons. O'Neal against Porter. Fires the three. And stolen by Achua. Smith against Schroeder. And there's the drive. Outside Porter. 6 on the shot clock. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And it's an 8-point Raptor lead.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
1 second separating the shot clock in game time. Walker with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Smith scanning the floor. Drives to the finishing with force. Whoa!
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you gotta love seeing the young fella dunk that one home. Smith likes to show off that incredible vertical.
And so it's Toronto with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Barnes and Siakam will slot in at the small and power forward. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Jalen McDaniel. And it's Achua in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Offside Thomas. It's deflected. Siakam inside. Simmons is there. And finished off by Siakam.
A high-energy wing with a solid all-around skill set. Siakam is developing into a quality go-to scorer.
Some changes for Toronto. Chris Boucher's checked in for Precious Achua. OG Anunoby comes in for McDaniel. And Dick subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, during the last break, listened in on Jacques Vaughn talking to his team. He loves what they're doing in the paint. He said, if they're not stopping us, keep doing it. Keep going after it down low. They'll keep pounding it inside, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Johnson.
The defense got crossed up, and Bridges takes advantage with that pass.
Here's Dick. It's intercepted. Here's Finney Smith. And finished off by Finney Smith.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
And here's Johnson outside. The shot's good from Claxton.
How about Johnson with the hot pass? Good job seeing that open.
Toronto calls timeout. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Pass to Anunoby. Siakam kicks to Anunoby. Dinwiddie with the steal. And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. Raptors with the lead. Dick with it to the inside. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Anunoby against Bridges. Shoots the 3. To the wing on the left. Siakam, a screen on Dinwiddie. In the corner, it's Boucher. Shot clock at 5. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Second shot opportunity. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. And the Raptors lead by 3.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Anunoby with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. And it's Barnes spinning it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Anunoby against Bridges. Hit by Finney-Smith. Johnson wide open. He fires. Knocks down the 3-ball. Johnson's got 6 here in this quarter. Boucher finds Barnes. And here is Siakam. Back to Barnes. Johnson with the rebound. And here are the Nets. They're on a 12-4 run. Bridges shot. Good.
Oh, a major factor in those 2021 finals. Bridges growing more and more comfortable in the big moment.
1:15 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Seconds left to play in the final quarter. Kicks it out to Johnson. Picked by Finney-Smith to take the lead. Siakam pulls it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Toronto calls timeout. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here now is Dinwiddie. There's the drive. It falls.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Down low, here's Anunoby. And the Raptors call time here. They're trailing by 2. 15 seconds left in the fourth.
All right, man. We need you right down. Come on. Start it up and get loud.
And so here's Toronto. Now Dick passes it to Anunoby. Just 5 on the clock. Count it!
What a baller this young man is. Anunoby, even though he's young, he looks like a veteran in the clutch.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're behind by 1. 5 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And this is it, guys. Down 1, they've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
Dinwiddie over to the wing, fires the 3. No good from 3-point territory. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. Kawhi is the small forward with Morris holding down the 4 spot. Westbrook and George manning the backcourt. And it's Zubats in at the 5, roaming the paint. So it's the Clippers now. Morris, a screen on Dinwiddie. Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
And the drive game is Russell Westbrook's A move. You know it's coming. You still can't stop it.
Looks like this could be a bounce-back year for the Clippers, Brent, after they were knocked out early last season.
Yeah, you just shake your head and you think about this team not being healthy and how far they could go. That's part of it, right? No PG or Kawhi late in the series. They're looking for some redemption this year, and you feel like it's their last shot.
And here are the Clippers now. After the basket by Brooklyn. Leonard can't get it to go.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Bridges passes to Claxton. And he converts the layup.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's George after the basket by Brooklyn. The rebound by Bridges. Here's Claxton. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's George. Nails it from 3.
Well, keep it or dish it. Those are the decisions Paul George is trying to make, and he makes the right one there.
And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. The Clippers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Leonard. Johnson with the defensive effort. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Dinwiddie passes to Bridges. Screen by Claxton. Shoots from the line. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
George feels it out a bit. Pass to Zubats. Zubats screen. Leonard for 3. Leonard on the wing. Shot clock at 5. From deep. And here's George. He's guarded by Bridges. Leonard for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. The Nets have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
George finds Leonard. Back to George. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Here's Westbrook. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith.
Westbrook scoring, it comes in bunches, but such a key to it all is for him to get himself to the free throw line. He's top 40 all time in free throw attempts.
And Grant, this Nets team trying to set their identity at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, well, with the players they have on the wings, led by Mikal Bridges, they have the personnel to be disruptive. Long, mobile, and switchable. They give you lots of trouble.
You love the selfless attitude right there from Johnson. Nice feed to the open man.
Morris, a screen on Bridges. Here's George. Rebound Brooklyn. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Outside Finney-Smith. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. Finney-Smith's got 8.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, They might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Leonard against Johnson. Takes a 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
It's Dinwiddie on the wing. To the left wing. Here's Claxton. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Westbrook. Out to Leonard. Zubac, screen. Takes the 3. Leonard, that one's good.
And by the numbers, Kawhi is one of the most efficient three-point shooters ever.
It could go. That shot, no good. And so it's Brooklyn closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
So, on the floor for the Clippers. On the perimeter, it's the talented duo of George and Kawhi. Morris and Zubac play together up front. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Leonard, good. And we heard some coaches saying the league punishes retaliation. And that might even encourage players to instigate. Grant, you think he's got a point?
You know, B.A., I think he does. I mean, if guys are creating a dust-up to try to get opposing star players thrown out, the officials cannot reward that.
George outside. To the paint. It's tipped. Finney-Smith with it. Guarded now by George. Here's Bridges. And Russell Westbrook pulls it down. And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 7. There's the 3. And George gets it to go on the assist by Zubac. George has got 6 points.
George with the innate ability and sense, and he has to get it off quick.
Bridges on the attack. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And without a superstar scorer, Grant, the question has always been, how does this Nets team generate enough offense?
Yeah, well, hero ball is not going to work. I mean, they've got to push the pace and trust one another and go from good shot to great shot.
Leonard for 3. Morris finds Zubac. Bridges against Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. Morris, a screen on Dinwiddie. George for 3. That doesn't go either for George. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. For 3, Bridges. Yes. And a nice assist from Dinwiddie. And now it's a 9-point Brooklyn lead.
I'd like to see Mikel get out there on the fast break and see that open opportunity.
Nice shot by George.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Westbrook right side. Driving in. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Westbrook's got his second basket of the game.
Might sound strange, but you can gain more confidence in your ball handling. That's on display right now from Westbrook. He can just get his shot anywhere on the court he wants it.
Bridges. And it falls. 4 for 8 for him from the floor.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Ben Simmons has dealt with injuries, yes, but the mental aspect is also one that he's working on. He said, quote, being assertive and aggressive. I know who I am. I know I need to get to the rim and get buckets, and that's also going to help my teammates and get them going. Brian, they are all about regaining that confidence.
Such a key right now. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there.
Well, the defense respecting the shot right there, and that creates a lane for him to drive right through. That's his game.
Pass to Claxton. Johnson against Leonard. Johnson passes to Bridges. Driving to the basket. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And one of the better defenders in the league, Grant, Mikal Bridges. He'll lock you down.
Oh, he will be often matched up against the opponent's best scorer, and he is just so fierce. But he also helps you generate offense, hitting threes and extending the defense to create room to operate.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
George passes to Morris, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Morris can be a bruiser inside, so he's often the one initiating the contact.
He hits the second from the line. The Nets with a lead. Screen by O'Neal. Smith with it, guarded now by Morris. And again, it's the Nets missing. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 6 from outside. Looking sharp here in the second. Morris, a screen on Walker. Lets it go from deep. Leonard beyond the line.
I love the patience, the tactical mindset of Leonard. He's so good at picking his spots, especially on the pick and roll.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Simmons against Westbrook. Bridges right side. Here's O'Neal. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. With 1 on the clock. No good. Misses at the buzzer.
Strong defense from Morris there. Terrific job of just making his presence felt.
Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Clippers. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Royce O'Neal is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Dennis Smith. Then there's Walker. And it's Bridges in at the 2. That's the group starting the second half for Jacque Vaughn. The 3, and Highland good for 3. Highland's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Plumlee against Simmons. Outside Walker. Launches it. Rebound by the Clippers. It's Martin on the wing. Pass to Highland. Now here's Powell. Batum sets a screen. Off target with the 3. And so it's Walker with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. 4-point game. Smith into the lane. And he goes in for the dunk.
Good job of change of speed. And then his ability athletically just burns the defense. Dennis Smith Jr., beautiful play.
Here's Martin. Takes it inside. The rebound by Simmons.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
Pass to O'Neal. Outside Simmons. Outside Walker. And he lobs it up. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Watch out below. The flying Australian, Ben Simmons, cleared for takeoff.
Martin, the pass to Plumlee. He takes it in. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. And it's Simmons with the jam.
As point guards go, I don't know that anyone can throw it down like Simmons. He dunks more than most centers do.
Here's Highland. And the shot goes in. Highland's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
And it's Simmons slamming it home.
Oh, my. Big Ben showing us how it's done.
Powell finds Batum. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Ben Simmons.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Man, he's checked in for the Clippers, and he sinks the second.
Unable to knock them all down, but still, he puts them up by 1.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Oh, Simmons throws it down hard.
Oh, what a move. Simmons showing he can still put on a show. Wasting no time matching the slam with one of their own.
Showing some serious fight right there. Outside Walker. Pass to O'Neal. Now Smith. Outside Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Well, Smith looking now to dish to the guys who are wide open.
Here's Plumlee. Ben Simmons grabs the board.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
For 3, Smith. O'Neal inside. He's checked by Plumlee. And it's good for 2. And now a 3-point Nets lead.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And when it comes to Royce O'Neal, there's a reason this guy plays big minutes, Grant.
Well, B.A., it's all because he has the trust of his teammates and his coaches. Just a high IQ guy who never plays in a rush.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Dennis Smith Jr. is shifty. But really what it comes down to, he's got a great burst. And that helped him out that time.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Los Angeles is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Mann, still without a bucket. Plumlee, a screen on Smith. Here's Mann, gets the 3 to fall.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Screen by O'Neal. Here's Thomas. Pass to O'Neal. Smith inside. Working on Powell. Smith no good. The Clippers have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Martin takes it in. Here's Powell. Back to Mann. Just 5 to shoot. Let's go with a 3. Hits the 3-pointer. Mann's got 6 here in the quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Thomas passes to Simmons. Timeout called. Brooklyn.
And the other team is running all over them right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Kenny Smith, a screen. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. The Clippers on top, up 1. Don't go anywhere. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So it's Brooklyn now. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Morris and Zubac play together up front. On the perimeter, it's the talented duo of George and Kawhi. And it's Westbrook in at the one. From deep, Johnson. Here's Claxton. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
George outside to the middle. Leonard finds George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the drive. Back to Leonard. Puts up a 3. Brooklyn with the board. Claxton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Dinwiddie against Westbrook. Screen by Claxton. Here's Dinwiddie. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Woo-wee. What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Back to Westbrook. Got a hand on it. Bridges with it. On the wing, Finney Smith. Pass to Claxton. Back to Finney Smith. Johnson for 3. They get it back. Here's Claxton. Dinwiddie outside. Back to Claxton. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Fires from deep. He buries it from 3. And now it's a 6-point Nets lead.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Zubac screen. Leonard for 3. The rebound by Bridges.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Johnson a screen on Morris. Outside Johnson. And there's another one for the Nets.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
Leonard for 3. Counted from distance.
And this is a nice outburst on the scoring end for Kawhi. He's been looking for his shot and connecting each trip down.
Last 2 minutes to play. Fourth quarter.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, you can settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Morris, a screen on Dinwiddie. Here's Westbrook. Brooklyn with the board. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Bridges finds Dinwiddie. Back to Bridges. Finney Smith, a screen. Lets it fly. And that one hits the back iron.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
George with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Johnson against Leonard. Clock at 6. No good on the triple. Now the Nets with it. They're on a 13-3 run. Back to Johnson. Beyond the arc. And the Nets another 3.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Nets.
They looked to run anytime they could.
They set the tone with their pace. Their transition game was excellent.
So it's the Clippers now. Down by 12. Here's Leonard. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And the foul goes against Brooklyn.
So smooth. The little pump fake, get the defender in the air. As if Leonard wasn't hard enough to cover, he's adding that to his game.
And Leonard drops them both. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. outside Johnson. No good with the triple. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Dinwiddie outside. Misses the three.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Do you want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Now here's Westbrook. So we see the Nets taking the W here. A clean win, and one where they clearly should.
Afternoon. NBA action on 2K Sports. And here we go. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And the Clippers starting 5. Filling the 2 and 3, the core of George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. Leonard, that's for 2. Good D by Anunoby. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. If we look at the Raptors, Smitty, it has not been easy replicating the success they had back in 2019.
Yeah, Toronto's had a bit of a roller coaster ride since then. They've had some good seasons, but the consistency hasn't been there for them.
You know what you love seeing from Pascal Siakam is his confidence continuing to grow.
And Kevin, especially when it comes to scoring. Pascal understands how valuable he is to his team and how much they lean on him to step up on that end.
Schroeder against Westbrook. Schroeder, left side. Barnes, left side. Stolen by Westbrook. George dishes to Westbrook. And Pirtle pulls it down. Anunoby has the open look. Drops in the tray.
And as OG develops the rest of his skill set, this is one thing he can rely upon, that three-point shot.
Covington finds Leonard. Covington a screen on Anunoby. Now George, covered by Barnes. And George, here we go. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
On the wing, Anunoby. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. To the inside. And Anunoby slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. George with the bucket.
For a number of seasons, Russell Westbrook has averaged double-digit assists.
And here's Schroeder. Passes to Siakam. Back to Schroeder. Siakam sets a screen for Schroeder. And Covington sends it back.
Robert Covington doing big man things tonight.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And the dunk by Pirtle.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Barnes against George. There's the dish to Westbrook. Shot clock at 3. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
He is absolutely not afraid of anybody. Russ takes on anyone, anywhere, and plays with such tenacity.
And the Clippers, one of the more efficient three-point shooting teams, Greg, in the NBA.
And Kevin, really over the last decade, that's been one of their most consistent traits. And it's not just because of talent. They're smart about the shots they take.
And George, here we go. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Pirtle.
Put him on skates. What a crazy move from PG-13.
Here's Schroeder. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 1:30 left to play in the first. Covington a screen on Barnes. Nobody near George. No good on the 3. Raptors leading by 6. To the paint. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
On the wing, George. Covered by Barnes. And George kicks to Leonard. 55 seconds left in the first. Toronto, they've gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. Anunoby passes to Siakam. Covington with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
Strong take by Paul. He plays with great decisiveness.
Injuries have hampered Paul George over the last few years, but when he's healthy, he's elite.
Greg, he's still a go-to option offensively, who can guard the league's top wings. And as he's aged, he's really embraced a leadership role.
Drills it from outside. Siakam's got 6.
Becoming more consistent with his shot. Siakam forcing the defense to come out and guard him.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Outside, George. Here's the feed to Covington. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Nice vision from Kawhi Leonard, scanning the floor and finding a ready shooter to feed.
Pass to Anunoby. He got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Toronto Raptors heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
You also have to admire how they challenge the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Barnes and Siakam will slot in at the small and power forward. Anunoby out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Boucher in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Leonard kicks to Zubac. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Barnes. Now the Raptors moving it up for the 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence. And he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
Pass to George. And he drives in. And it's George finishing it off.
So slippery when he's driving the ball. Paul George makes it look easy.
Here's Schroeder. And yes, it's good. Schroeder's got the lead up to 13 now for the Raptors. And we've heard defensive-minded players, Greg, say, man, everything is a foul nowadays. You can't even touch the guy. You can't defend. Do they have a point?
It's getting tough, isn't it? I mean, you can't use your hands. You have to be set. It's almost like they want defenders to be traffic cones.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey there, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard continuing to work his way back to peak form after his ACL tear during the 2021 playoffs. He said, I missed a whole year of basketball. I don't want to take anything for granted. I'm just trying to live in the moment and bring a sense of energy for the team. I'm still young, I'm a lot stronger, and I'm back. So, I'm happy. Kevin?
Yeah, good to see, D.A. Hey, thank you. 5 on the clock. Leonard looking around. Off target with his 3. Raptors leading by 13. It's tipped. Leonard with the steal. Zubac with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Zubac the pass to Leonard. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Some changes for Toronto. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Siakam. Trent comes in for OG Anunoby. And Dick subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Leonard the pass to George. Goes up from the top of the key and misses it off the right side of the rim.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And for NBA champion Chris Boucher, Steve, his story is one of perseverance.
Yes, it is, Kevin. Homeless in Montreal, Chris Boucher dropped out of high school at 16 to get a job, and that's when he started playing organized basketball. He kept grinding, and the rest is history.
Clippers trail by 16. outside Westbrook. Now the pass to Zubac. Back to Westbrook. George against Trent. George passes to Zubac. He doesn't hit that one. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And it's the Raptors ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Here's Dick. And that one, good. Dick's got his first points in this one.
Not just a jump shooter. Dick can operate inside that restricted area.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Dick wide open. Off target from three-point range. Clippers trail by 16. Outside Martin. Plumlee dishes to Batum. Plumlee sets the pick for Batum. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Nicholas Batum making the resourceful play, gifting the ball to a ready shooter instead of forcing something.
Trent with the wide open look. Hits it from three-point range. Trent's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Raptors. Batum a screen on Trent. Right wing. Highland finds Batum. There's the drive. And Batum throws it down.
Running with a full head of steam, Nicholas Batum not making it easy for the defenders.
Here's Dick. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Here's Highland. It's up a three. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with an 18. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
23.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Raptors leading by 18. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Martin, Plumlee out there with Batum. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Highland in at the point guard position. And load management, a term, Greg, that's been associated with the Clippers.
And Kawhi rightfully managing his return from ACL injury with care. It's harder to build chemistry when guys are out, but it's all about staying healthy for the postseason.
4 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off the shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
The Raptors shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Here's Dick. Boucher with a screen on Highland. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 8 points for Grady Dick.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
Dick with the steal. And it's Bones Highland with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Dick. He's defended by Highland. Launches a three. Dick can't get it to go. And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And Grady Dick gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Mann's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
That is not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to throw an alley-oop from that kind of distance.
And then to dunk it with authority. Wow. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Clippers have their sights set high. Coach Tyronn Lue says this is definitely a championship team, but it's not going to just come. We've got to put the work in. There's got to be a lot of sacrifices. If we come together and do the right things, we definitely have a chance. Kevin, back to you.
And David, he's a big reason why. Thanks so much. McDaniels with the ball. Now guarded by Plumlee. Here's Porter. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Martin wide open. He fires. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
You know, Steve, you have to respect a guy like Norman Powell who embraces his role on this team.
I definitely do, Kevin. Norman Powell isn't chasing the spotlight. He's working to support his team and really embraces his role on the floor.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
And you never want to foul a jump shooter. Dick certainly qualifies as one.
For Toronto, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Clippers trail by 16. Here's Mann. Scoreless thus far. Feeds it to Plumlee. Passes it to Mann. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Trent with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. Here's Boucher. And the dunk by Boucher.
Gary Trent Jr., his teammate, was so open, he could have passed it with his eyes closed.
Here's Mann. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Mann's got his first 3 points of the game.
Woo, he got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Plumlee with a screen on Porter. Here's Mann. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
The kick out to Porter. Pass to Boucher. Driving to the basket. And a dunk by Boucher.
I love seeing Chris Boucher cut to the rim and finish with power in the process.
Batum, the screen. Here's Mann. And that one goes long. On deep, Trent. No good. Clippers trail by 19. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. The shot from the low post is good. That's now 8 points for Martin.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Trent. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Good work by Gary Trent Jr. to get in tight and draw the foul. He's at his best when he's assertive.
Gary Trent Jr. 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Mann. Batum, a screen on Schroeder. And so it's the Toronto Raptors holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. The score. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Big men on the floor for him. It's Siakam and Pirtle. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Anunoby. And it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And finished by Siakam.
You know, he's known as a lunch pail guy. Siakam showing the crowd a little extra that time.
Here's Plumlee outside for Martin. Batum passes to Martin. And finished off by Martin.
Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that? Anunoby, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Plumlee with a screen on Barnes. He was all alone on that one. Mann's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Los Angeles. Pass to Anunoby from outside the arc. Barnes outside. Goes back up. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Takes a step back. Here's Mann. He's guarded by Schroeder. Martin against Siakam. The pass to Plumlee. Outside Batum. Foul for 3. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. A different look for the Clippers.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Schroeder. Offensive rebound. Siakam, right side. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. And the Raptors lead by 15.
Great shooting instincts from Pascal Siakam. He knew he had that quick shot in the bag.
Zubac with the screen for Westbrook. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Kicks it out to Leonard. Anunoby with it. Leonard picks him up. And Anunoby, here we go. Schroeder outside. Birtle sets the pick for Schroeder. Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up steals left and right.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
Nobody near Schroeder. That doesn't go either for Schroeder.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Here's Anunoby. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
It's stolen by Schroeder.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Raptors.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for OG Anunoby.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
And for an undrafted player, Smitty, Robert Covington has had an impressive career so far.
He has, Kevin. Robert Covington understands what's expected of him, which is to help provide leadership and solid defense.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Loads it up there for Siakam. Stolen by George. Covington with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Nobody near Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Raptors moving the ball around. Westbrook with the steal. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Covington a screen on Anunoby. And here's George for 3. Here's the Raptors with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 21 on the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Schroeder with the ball. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had...
is on. Both of these teams want to push the pace.
Oh, that they do. Pace, pace, pace. And as a fan, I just love these types of matchups. It's so much fun to see these teams get up and down the floor, play with pace, and have fun. I'm excited for this one.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Johnson. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. And Dinwiddie, here we go. And he jams it home with authority.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Here's Pirtle. Rebound Brooklyn.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Schroeder against Dinwiddie. Puts it up from 12. The shot by Pirtle, no good. After joining forces in 2019, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving only ended up playing 74 games together in Brooklyn.
And think about it, those 74 games were spread over the course of 3 years. Whether it was injuries, off-the-court drama, you name it, it limited their time together. And now the Nets are focused on rebuilding. That was not a successful pairing.
And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. And the Nets, another 3.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
The Nets have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Inside, here's Claxton, and down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home. Kept alive. It's Barnes on the wing. It's Bridges on the wing. Anunoby covering.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
That's good from Bridges. The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher's checked in. Bridges hits them both.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Schroeder passes to Siakam. That one falls, coming off Schroeder's feed.
Well, we talked about Siakam stretching to the three-point line. He knows no bounds out there. My goodness, that was long.
Here's Dinwiddie. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Dinwiddie's got 7 points in the game.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
Outside Anunoby for 3. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
The jump shot just keeps improving from OG Anunoby. Amazing. You put in the time, you get into a nice rhythm.
Screen by Claxton.
2 minutes left in the first.
Dinwiddie against Schroeder. Dinwiddie passes to Bridges. Pass to Claxton. 5 to shoot. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Toronto trailing to the inside. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. Fast break, Brooklyn. Screen by Claxton. And Dinwiddie, here we go. And here's Claxton. The baseline J. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Outside Anunoby. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Nets have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Going inside, here's Dinwiddie. Claxton up top. Pass to Johnson. Five on the clock. On target from range.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And Anunoby gets it to go.
What an answer from OG Anunoby, delivering the three-point shot in response. Wow.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Here's Schroeder. He has 6 to the paint. Here's Boucher. Rebound Brooklyn. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Boucher with a double team. Oh, and that with no question powered it down.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Bridges against Anunoby. That one falls, coming off Schroeder's feed. Schroeder's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, coaches love seeing this from Dennis Schroeder. Recognize the situation, find the open teammate.
Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Nets out in front, up 4. And if you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Barnes and Siakam in at the forward position. Dick is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Boucher in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. From deep, Johnson hits the trifecta. Johnson's got 6 points.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Well, Doris, it's special when you get a kid like Cam Johnson who can seriously stretch the floor.
Well, B.A., we know how highly valued deep shooting is. Cameron Johnson from the three-point line is legit dangerous. He's supremely confident. But what I love is he can also put it on the deck. He can also be elite defensively. The best is yet to come from an already talented player.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Outside Johnson. Fires for 3. Drops in the 3. 9 points in the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays. Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Claxton. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. The 3 is up. And the Nets, another 3.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way. What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammates.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And some were saying with the rise of the 3-ball, everyone is playing the same. You feel there are enough different styles, Doris?
You know what, B.A., I know how much emphasis is placed on spreading the floor in the three-point shot, but here's what I believe ultimately. This game is as fun or perhaps more fun than it's ever been for me personally, and it has everything to do with the skill of the players. The shooting, the best it's ever been. The skill level, the highest it's ever been. So I love the game in its current standing. So impressive is the athleticism of Ben Simmons.
Here's Dick. And the 3 off target. Brooklyn has gotten 7 of 8 3-pointers to go in this game. They set the screen. Here's O'Neal. Smith outside. Second chance effort. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
The athleticism of Dennis Smith Jr. is going to be problematic, particularly off the dribble drive.
Pirtle's checked in for Boucher. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Down by 12. Siakam with a screen on Smith. Here's Dick, covered by Smith. The 3. Dick with a miss. Brooklyn has gone 4 of 4 from three-point land in the second quarter. And it's Smith penetrating. Misses in close.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Jacks up a three. Trent outside. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Dick, covered by Smith. Here's Siakam. That one falls. Siakam's got 5 now.
That's showing you that Siakam understands in pick and roll. If I can get myself to open space, I'll get an open shot.
Out to the right wing. Smith right side. Back to Simmons. Fires the three. Sinks the tray. He's got 5.
Well, the big-time 3 from Ben Simmons trying to expand that game.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Mikal Bridges is a premier defender. He said, quote, people take it for granted how tough it is to guard the top perimeter players in this league and not be able to really touch them because they're going to get the foul call. You've got to guard these matchups one-on-one, and I think we get taken for granted. BA, he's on point.
Yeah, he does have a point there. Thanks, Allie.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Here's Dick, covered by Smith. Here's Pirtle. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, this is the expectation for Jakob Pirtle. His scoring in the post has to be there for him.
Outside Simmons. No good on the 3. For Toronto, they've gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. A nice shot by Smith.
Well, Dennis Smith Jr. showing you, yeah, the catch and shoot, I've got that too.
Fires away from way outside. Dick with a miss.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And so it's Brooklyn, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Checking out the group for Jacques Vaughn to start the second half. We've got Dennis Smith. Ben Simmons is out there with Royce O'Neal. Then it's Cam Thomas. And it's Walker in at the 3. Toronto shooting 52% from the floor so far. Pass to Pirtle. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
So Toronto ends up going with a new group. Boucher on the screen. And here's Schroeder outside. Rebound Brooklyn. Dinwiddie with it. 12 points for him. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Anunoby with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. 4-3. Finney-Smith pulls it in. Brooklyn shooting great. 62% from the field and continuing to get it done. Screen by Claxton. Bridges outside. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Well, that's about being opportunistic. OG Anunoby so good at anticipating when he can jump and get a steal.
Outside Finney-Smith. Back to Claxton. Screen by Claxton. And he's going for the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Outside Anunoby. Launches a 3. That one falls. Coming off Schroeder's feed. Schroeder's got his 5th assist in this one.
Boy, just tremendous concentration on deep range. OG Anunoby is really coming along as a shooter.
Dinwiddie. And Claxton gets the bucket. Claxton's gotten 4 this quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Siakam against Bridges. Siakam in the post. Tries again. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And the call is going to be yes, on an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Smith, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Siakam. Up and in on the layup. Siakam's got 7 points in the game.
This guy's such a difference maker. Dennis Schroeder is so dangerous in pick-and-roll situations, dribble handoffs. This guy is the straw that stirs the drink.
Outside, Finney Smith. Here's Claxton. Shot clock at 6. Finney Smith passes to Bridges. The 3. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
The Nets have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Anunoby for 3. The rebound by Bridges. Brooklyn shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor. Smith outside. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Here's Claxton. Barnes against Johnson. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Claxton. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Claxton's got 6 here in the quarter. 1:06 left in the third. Schroeder against Smith. Schroeder passes to Boucher. And the Raptors miss again.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Screen by Claxton. Pass to Finney Smith from deep. He shoots again. And that one is hammered home.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now Johnson. 9 points in the game. Pass to Finney Smith. Poke loose. For 3, Smith. That misses. Would have counted had it gone.
But tremendous defense from Dennis Schroeder. He is willing to give extra effort.
And so it's Brooklyn, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. Back to the game after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Schroeder is the point with Trent Jr. flanking him. Otto Porter is out there with McDaniels. And it's Achua in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Smith outside. Oh, there's the alley. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Oh, my goodness. What a target. 6'11", long arms. Ben Simmons, make your teammate look great.
Achua passes to Trent. Inside. It's 2-on-1. It's Thomas on the wing. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. The kick out to Simmons. 3-pointer, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Achua with a screen on Smith. Schroeder using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Well, this is what you must do when you get hit on a field goal attempt, right? Schroeder keeps his concentration. What maturity he's demonstrated these last couple of years.
Pass to Thomas. Here's O'Neal to the wing on the left. Achua with a steal. And a fast break now for the Raptors. And then Porter with the dunk.
Well, with that long, lanky physique, Porter is a great transition athlete.
Timeout called. Brooklyn and the Raptors with some changes. Boucher comes in for Achua. And it's Dick in for Schroeder. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Jacques Vaughn had some advice for the team over that last break. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
Appreciate the report, Allie. On the take. Dick gets the bucket.
Nice idea by Grady Dick. I mean, he put the ball on the floor, and I think that'll open things up for him.
Outside Johnson. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pass to Claxton. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
You can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
By maximizing their potential on every scoring opportunity, they've somehow, some way made this a thrilling finale.
And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Buries it from 3. And the Nets lead by 7.
And just a painful blow right there. I mean, eyeing the lead, they give up a big triple.
Right side McDaniels. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter here.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Dinwiddie outside. Out to Bridges. 6 to shoot. Kenny Smith, a screen. The 3 is up. No luck on that one. Toronto has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. 1:15 left in the final quarter. Pass to Dick. Back to Porter. Another shot. Good D by Finney-Smith.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Dinwiddie outside. From outside the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. And now a 10-point Brooklyn lead.
And they came in here with some attitude, and they brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Boom! He jams it straight down.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for Brooklyn. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Fires from way outside. Not going to go that time. It's stolen by Trent. So we see the Nets get the win here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true.
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForge.